What if nothing was actually over? What if nothing was actually over? Not your relevance, not your chance, not your time, and also not your become. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Sushi Thakur, The Journey. What if the life which you have already lived is just an introduction? So what if everyone is just trying to convince you to the fictional reality and the reality is something else? What if the possibilities are not over yet? What if there are possibilities sitting beneath those days and waiting for you to just look at them and find them? Somewhere along the line in our life, we were taught a story that we grow, we peak, we settle, and then we fade. But what if this is not the reality? What if this order is not real and there is something which we are not able to unveil? But if we are able to do that, we will be able to see the different reality of life, and that is the possibilities. और सबसे अच्छी बात possibilities की क्या है? That it never cares about that how many times we have failed and how many times we were able to achieve success. Possibilities has nothing to do with any of these things. But what is the reason that instead of believing the real truth, we are more inclined towards the fictional truth, which everyone tries to teach us? You know, people always tries to cage you through their insecurities. They try to cage you because they don't want you to achieve things that they were not able to. They try to cage that fearless personality of yours. They try to cage that aspect of your life which they were not able to unfold in their own. If next time you will see someone saying that you should not do this, you should not do that, this is not the time limit, this is not the age, this is not the body, this is not what not. At that time, instead of creating a chaotic situation, you should ask yourself that are you able to relate to such things or you are not? And if with God's grace and your awareness, you are not able to relate to those things, just step back from that situation and never ever fall in such a trap, and always make an effort to show yourself the way when everything feels blur. Try to show yourself the clarity when everything feels blur. You know, as I am in the last year of my 20s, so as a 29-year-old girl, this was not easy for me to live up to my own expectations, because as I got married, so many responsibilities were there. So while I was trying to cope up with every single thing, the one thing which I did was to maintain my own identity, because that is the most important thing. But I have seen people who have nothing to do with their own personalities. They are not aware of who they really are, which ultimately lead them to live a life which is not theirs in actual. They just live their whole life according to the expectations of others, according to the rules of others. So, why are there situations that people, instead of believing themselves, they fall in such a trap that instead of believing in the possibilities, they believe in the fictional reality that people teach them? Why are they not able to believe in themselves? Why are they not able to have faith in their own dreams, in their own understanding of reality? I think unawareness might be the reason for this. To understand that what is right and what is not right for you, you have to be very aware about yourself. Only then you're able to differentiate between the reality and the fictional reality. And how can we do it? Because there are people who are very ambitious, but because of some reasons, they are not able to, cope up with such situations where they are being continuously taught that you cannot do this, you cannot do that. So in that particular situation, what can a person do to just maintain their own identity and making each and every effort to achieve their dreams? So the thing that they can do is they need to teach themselves that their reality is not going to be same as others. Every person has different timing of failures, success, growth, and everything in life. You don't have to relate to people जिनकी life situations आपकी life situations से totally different हैं. Because in that way, you will create the comparison, और जहाँ पे comparison create होता है, you will not be able to focus on yourself, okay? And everyone has a different life journey. And according to that, whenever it feels right to you, you should make an effort you should just try to bring a very successful turn in your life, because we all have only one life. So why do we believe those people who have not tasted life fully? And why aren't we able to believe in the possibilities? Why aren't we are able to believe in the presence of Almighty? So this was my first conversation vlog with you all. I hope you all loved it. And if you have any question, you can directly comment or DM me, so that I'll be able to create another video for it. So next time when someone tries to put their insecurities on you, just be very, very resistant to it. Because successful people never care about what others think. The only thing they care about is that how to achieve their dreams. And their mindset is not about convincing others or satisfying others. Their mindset is to continuously evolve, continuously learn and grow, and then finally achieve their dreams. So yeah, bye everyone. Have a nice day.